What's going on, people, and welcome back to the channel. So thought I'd do a match reaction to the game that finished earlier on this evening. Celtic 6, Aberdeen 0 in the Scottish League Cup semi-final. Celtic getting through to the League Cup final with a 6-0 hammering of Aberdeen at Hampden Park. Outstanding performance. Celtic were just absolutely brilliant. They really were just tremendous. Aberdeen's run. Aberdeen have been outstanding so far this season. But there, Jimmy Tilleen, his side were completely destroyed today by Celtic. Celtic just completely battered Aberdeen all over the pitch. Celtic get revenge on Aberdeen for the 2-2 draw in the league. That was a statement from Celtic. Aberdeen couldn't get into this game. They were just completely outplayed. Celtic were just outstanding. Best player on the pitch was Maeda. I thought he was absolutely outstanding. Gave Nicky Devlin absolutely a torrid time. You know, Nicky Devlin was outstanding against Rangers in the week when Aberdeen beat them 2-1. But today he had an absolutely torrid time against Maeda. Maeda kept making those runs in behind. Yeah, Aberdeen just couldn't compete, you know. When Celtic play like that, they're the best team in Scotland, you know. The game started, you know, it was all Celtic, basically. Aberdeen were giving up possession, but they weren't sitting too deep. They did try to get out, but Celtic were just dominating the possession. Celtic then scored the first goal. You know, it is a good goal. It's by Carter Vickers. It's a corner. Arnie Engels whipped it in. You know, Jack McKenzie, it's poor defending from him. Carter Vickers, too strong for Jack McKenzie. You know, he jumps above him, you know, powers the header in. You know, it's a good header from Carter Vickers. Really good delivery from Arnie Engels, and it was 1-0 to Celtic. Aberdeen then tried to get back into the match, and they were caught on the break for Celtic's second goal. It was a good break. You know, Rubicic, you know, he makes a hash of it. It's intercepted by Maeda. Maeda runs, you know, it's him against McKenzie. You know, gets in front of McKenzie, you know, plays to Kyogo, who then hits it off the underside of the bar into the back of the net. 2-0 Celtic, you know. And at that point, you were worried for Aberdeen. It would get worse than it did, you know. There might have been a slight bit of hope from Aberdeen fans that they could come back, because obviously they came back at Parkhead and drew 2 each with Celtic a few weeks ago in the league, but there was no comeback this time. Celtic then scored a third goal. You know, it's a really good move by Celtic. You know, it's outstanding play. You know, really good passing. Really was a good goal. You know, I think it was Nicholas Kuhn. Played the ball in behind to Dyson Maeda, who got in behind Devlin. You know, Devlin had no idea where Maeda was. He was just too quick for him. He gets in front of him. It's a good finish. 3-0 Celtic at half-time. You know, Hatate had one that went over the bar. He just spun away from the Aberdeen midfielders and hit one over the bar. That was unlucky. Celtic then came out, you know, played exactly the same way. You know, there's no let-up from Celtic in the second half. You know, outstanding play. It really was from Celtic the whole game. Got the fourth goal. It's a really good goal. Nicholas Kuhn is involved with Kyogo. You know, Nicholas Kuhn does get a little bit fortunate, you know, Celtic in the build-up, but, you know, it's played across goal. Maeda's there. You know, it's a really good finish from Dyson Maeda. 3-0 to Celtic. You know, 4-0, sorry, to Celtic at that point. You know, it was really, really comprehensive. At that stage, Celtic were just all over Aberdeen. They really were. Just outstanding play from Celtic. Celtic then got a fifth goal. You know, Nicholas Kuhn. I thought Nicholas Kuhn, again, was outstanding in this game. Gave Aberdeen all sorts of problems. Thought he was outstanding. He really was. It's a really good goal. You know, it's played to Nicholas Kuhn. Nicholas Kuhn cuts inside. You know, hits it in off the bar. You know, it's 5-0 Celtic. You know, it could have been anything at this point. And then the last goal was just the best goal of the game. You know, it's outstanding play. You know, Forrest played it into the middle, you know, to, I think it was to Johnson. Johnson had played it to Bernardo. Bernardo came on. Bernardo then flicked it back into Johnson, who then played it across to Dyson Maeda to tap it in. It was one of the best goals I've seen this season. It's similar to the goal against St Johnstone that Celtic scored. I thought this goal was even better. Really good goal from Celtic, you know. And that was it, 5-0. Celtic into the League Cup final. Like I said, Dyson Maeda was just exceptional. You know, his running, you know, Nicky Devlin's been outstanding this season for Aberdeen. Never got into this game as an attacking threat. Struggled defensively against Maeda. His pace just overwhelmed Devlin. You know, the whole of the Aberdeen defence was ripped to pieces by Celtic. Aberdeen, it'd be interesting to see how they respond in the league now after this performance. Jimmy Tilleen, you know, what a record it was, you know, until today. You know, he's been on a great run, but his team were defeated heavily today by Celtic. You know, Celtic laid down a marker to the rest of the league that, you know, when they're at their top of their game, they're the best team, which they are, you know, at the moment. And yeah, Celtic comprehensive winners today against Aberdeen. You know, Aberdeen's winning run is over. You know, be interested to see how they respond in the league. As for Celtic, we now move on to Tuesday's game against RB Leipzig in the Champions League. You know, it's a massive game for Celtic. A lot of questions for Brendan Rodgers with team selection. You know, Carter Vickers is back now. You know, obviously he didn't play in Dortmund and he didn't play in Bergenal against Atlanta in the draw. You know, Celtic, this is a great opportunity to get a result. You know, Leipzig are coming to Glasgow knowing they have to win because they've lost every single game so far. So they come in, you know, they have to win the game, you know, so they're a very good side, you know, very good Bundesliga side, Leipzig, very good team. Can't underestimate them at all. So yeah, Carter Vickers, you imagine, is going to start, you know, it's going to be Carter Vickers and Trusty, or is it going to be Carter Vickers and Scales? It was Trusty, you know, Carter Vickers and Trusty, or Carter Vickers and Scales, or Trusty and Scales. You know, I think it's probably going to be Scales and Carter Vickers on Tuesday night, you know. Trusty played today. I thought he was fine. Thought Trusty played quite well. Valet came in for Taylor. You know, Valet's done really well, you know, since he came into the side. You know, a few assists in a few games, but I think Greg Taylor will probably come back in against Leipzig. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. You know, it's going to be a tough game. We're at home. You know, we need to get results at home against Leipzig, you know, against all these other teams as well. You know, you've got Bruges coming up as well and young boys. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get some results. But yeah, that's my reaction. Well done to Celtic today. Outstanding performance. Thought he was tremendous from start to finish. And yeah, we're playing the league. We're in the League Cup final. You know, we didn't win the League Cup last year. It's the only trophy that Brendan Rodgers didn't win on his return to Celtic. But we're in the League Cup final. See who we get out of Motherwell and Rangers tomorrow in the other semi-final. But yeah, thanks for watching this reaction. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.